Namibia, renowned for its breathtaking landscapes and rich biodiversity, has found itself in the midst of a controversial debate over the culling of its wild animals. This practice, while deeply divisive, is rooted in a complex web of environmental, economic, and social factors. Namibia, located in southwestern Africa, is home to a diverse array of wildlife, including elephants, rhinos, lions, and various antelope species. The country has been celebrated for its progressive approach to wildlife conservation, particularly through its communal conservancy programs. These programs have successfully integrated local communities into conservation efforts, fostering a sense of stewardship and benefiting both people and wildlife. However, despite these successes, Namibia faces significant challenges related to wildlife management. One of the key issues is the balance between wildlife populations and the available habitat. Namibia's arid environment, characterized by low rainfall and sparse vegetation, presents limitations on the land's capacity to support large numbers of animals. As wildlife populations have grown, they increasingly compete for limited resources, which can lead to environmental degradation and conflict with human activities. In some regions, certain wildlife species have reached population levels that exceed the carrying capacity of their habitats. For example, elephant herds can cause extensive damage to vegetation, impacting the ecosystem's overall health. This overpopulation can lead to increased competition for food and water, ultimately harming both wildlife and the surrounding environment. As wildlife populations grow, they can degrade their own habitats. Elephants, for instance, can uproot trees and create large open areas, which disrupts the habitat for other species. This degradation can also affect agricultural lands and water sources, creating conflicts with local communities who rely on these resources for their livelihoods. Increased wildlife populations can lead to more frequent encounters with humans. In Namibia, this has manifested in instances where animals damage crops or property, and in some cases, pose direct threats to human safety. Culling is sometimes viewed as a necessary measure to reduce these conflicts and prevent economic losses for local farmers and communities. In some cases, culling is employed as a tool to manage wildlife populations in a way that supports broader conservation objectives. For example, managing the number of individuals in a population can help ensure genetic diversity and reduce the risk of disease outbreaks, which can have more severe consequences if left unchecked. The practice of culling wild animals is highly contentious. Critics argue that it can be inhumane and may not always address the root causes of wildlife management issues. There are concerns about the ethical implications of killing animals, especially when alternative methods, such as translocation or contraception, could be employed. On the other hand, proponents of culling argue that it can be a necessary and effective management tool when used judiciously. They emphasize that culling is often part of a broader wildlife management strategy that includes habitat restoration, community engagement, and other conservation efforts. Efforts to find alternatives to culling are ongoing. Some conservationists advocate for improved habitat management, such as creating wildlife corridors to reduce human-wildlife conflict. Others propose the use of non-lethal methods, like fencing and repellents, to protect crops and property. Community-based conservation initiatives also play a crucial role. By empowering local communities to participate in and benefit from conservation efforts, Namibia aims to create a more sustainable balance between wildlife and human needs. In conclusion, Namibia's decision to cull wild animals reflects the complex interplay of ecological, economic, and social factors that shape wildlife management in the country. While culling remains a controversial practice, it is part of a broader strategy to address the challenges of wildlife conservation in a challenging environment. The ongoing dialogue around this issue highlights the need for innovative and humane solutions to ensure the long-term sustainability of Namibia's rich natural heritage.